Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Libra for the month of August 2023. So, before we begin, I'd just like to thank you all for returning to this monthly series and to also welcome anyone who's new to our Angelic Wisdom community. Just a few reminders before we begin. First, make sure that you select the all notification bell, subscribe, like, dislike, and leave comments. If you're looking for an angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services. Also, if you just like to donate to my channel, you can go to my PayPal me link, and where you can just support the channel, and that will be greatly appreciated. And the next reminder is, if you haven't seen the general monthly reading for August, make sure that you check that out before or after this video. So that's going to be the very first link that you'll see in the description area beneath this video. And all the other links that I've mentioned are in this description area below this video as well. All right, now the format that you see before you. So the card in the center, well, the card that you see there right now is zodiac sign. So I have had this deck for a while, and it just occurred to me, like when I'm doing the videos, uploading them, it's hard to know which one is which. So I thought that would be helpful for me, also visually, hopefully helpful for you. And so I'm going to go ahead and just sort of set this to the side. And the card that we're going to be reading is the card in the center, which is the Archangel Oracle, which will tell us which Archangel you'll be working with in this month. And then the cards on either side are messages from your guardian angel. So the card on the left represents the Major Arcana, which highlights the major themes and lessons and energies that are happening sort of behind the scenes, beyond your awareness, better said. And the card on the right is from the Minor Arcana, and this is where the energies of the Major Arcana will show up in your day-to-day awareness. Not necessarily in the same way, but this is how it's expressing itself in your reality. And this card hopefully will also present to us some guidance about how to manage or cope or deal with that. So let's take a deep breath. And just breathe into your heart space. And they are starting off by writing the word life, okay? And the sense that I got when I saw it was sort of life experiences, or maybe even life purpose. Um, it gives me a sense, and then I saw the word seal, and that's interesting word, because a seal is something that can be broken. So it could be something that is sealed, and then that seal is broken. They're writing the word, they wrote the word love after that, and now I'm seeing the word energy. So I feel like that something in your life is going to shift, and you have the opportunity to open up, to break through something, like to break through a seal in your life and expand. And it will be prompted by something that you love. It could be just prompted by love itself, and that could be romantically, but it could just be something, in some way you fall in love with life, something that just sort of revitalizes your energy. And that this prompts you to sort of break through, have a breakthrough in your life. So it feels quite subtle, actually. It's a little bit more subtle than it sounds. It sounds exciting, but it feels much more subtle. So because it feels subtle, it almost seems like it's not something that you don't see coming. It's not something you haven't seen coming. So it's something that you are aware of. Maybe you had an inkling of it. And perhaps in this month, because they kept writing August a lot, and we're in the month of August, so that must mean that this is going to, the writing, manifest within this month. And so therefore, they're writing, like, you've probably seen a pattern. I think I heard behavior when I saw the word pattern. It's a pattern of behavior that you recognize, and maybe you are not quite sure, and they're just trying to give you the sense that you're definitely not delusional about what you're recognizing, that you're this pattern, you recognize it, all of your senses are sort of, all the bells are going off simultaneously, which is showing you just how much in agreement all of your divine essence and your senses are about what's going on, so that your intuition, your instincts, that all those elements of your instincts and intuition is ringing, that you should really trust this. So whether this is about your life purpose, whether this is about relationships or something in your professional relationships, a sense that you have about a shift professionally. It could be a job promotion. It could be about a proposal that you want to make. But yes, you're getting, you're clearly on the right track, and you're reading the situation accurately, and you need to trust that. All right, let's take a look at the archangel that you're working with, and this is quite interesting. This archangel doesn't come up much, but it's Archangel Duranka, and it says, hone your psychic abilities, see through illusion. Okay, and so you see that he works with the energy of bats, and um, so it's like they have like sort of a honing like device, right? And so it's sort of this sense of really being able to pinpoint things. Like your intuition is very clear. Um, you have this perception um, that's very clear, even when people are doing shady things. Oh, and when people work really hard to hide or conceal things from you, right? That you can see right through whatever it is being presented, the illusion, the big show that people are putting on. And so I get a sense of negotiations. Like if you're in a negotiation, you can read the other side of what their intentions are, even though they're really have their poker face on. Like you can see through that. So this is highlighting that you should really trust your intuition, and it says hone those abilities, right? So I don't want to say that you should practice, but if you feel like you're just having a lot of doubts right now, um you know practice on things that don't matter, and like with people, like you know in your community, and you're listening to them, and where you can like sort of read what's going on, and then just, say, hey, can I just share something with you? This is what I'm really getting from you. Just tell me whether or not it's really accurate. And you can say, look, I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything, but this is what I'm really getting. Okay. And the way that you will do it will disarm them in a way where they'll open up to you. And this will just help you to know that right now, for some reasons, Libra, that your intuition is just really, really, really razor sharp. And that's happening to you right now for a reason. So it feels like I hate to say this, but you have this right now. You can cut through the BS, and and it's just sharper than it is usually, and that's for a reason. It's preparing you for something. All right, let's take a look at. All right, and look, we have the confirmation here with the High Priestess card. All right, and the difference for me is simply between the High Priest and Hierophant, which is also is known as the High Priest, is that the High Priest sort of its whole purpose like a teacher, right? To help people to share knowledge and wisdom, and to help to kind of educate people in the mysteries, the divine mysteries. Whereas the High Priestess doesn't give up information very easily. She's more like the Sphinx in that she wants you to figure these things out for yourself. So she'll ask you more questions. She's more mysterious. She'll present something, and they're writing Egyptian in front of me. So, yeah, this is more of the. I don't know if they mean this is more of the methodology or the reasoning behind the Sphinx is to sort of um, get you to draw you in by asking certain questions. They draw you in to find the answers within yourself. So when you see the High Priestess, you know that what you need is within yourself. This is she's drawing you into that inner wisdom that you have. Whereas when you go to the High Priest, that person is sharing with you general knowledge about how things sort of show up, and how to read the signs, right, in the outer reality, how to see the spiritual wisdom in the world itself. Okay, and so this is sort of more self-reliance, this type of intuition. And so the word patience here for me is, don't be anxious for anything. Don't be in a rush. Don't sort of skip over things. Let things come to you. Let things fall. Like, don't push for your intuition, but let things come to you. Notice more. And when you notice how it interacts with you internally within your soul economy. Notice, and this is how you can really establish natural boundaries, because you are like the High Priests. You're not out there trying to fix everything with your wisdom, but you are gathering. It's a time of gathering information, and let the process through your intuition, letting the information come to you in the right timing, and then trusting it. That's the biggest part of being an initiate of the High Priestess. And I love how these colors are similar. So, the challenge here, and this is a card about, as it says, competition, right? This is also, for me, being challenged in a way that you learn through those challenges. right? So this is going to be an opportunity for you to expand, to grow in some way in your abilities. And so the other aspect of this in relationship to this card is that, you know, maybe it's this I was thinking of competition, where you want to be the best. You want to make things happen for yourself. But the best thing in order to really be the best is to also admire those you are competing against, to really admire what their strengths are, to take notice and gather information. And that's where your intuition will give you that sort of leading edge that you need, that understanding, that perception, reading the room in that negotiation, or proposal, whatever it is you're doing. But you'll get the right information and then know how best to speak the language of those you're interacting with. All right, so Libra, and this is how I think you come out as being always as others see you as a competitor, they always see you as fair, and because they see you as fair, they respect. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of August. Bye bye.